We have reached the great crossroads. Humanity is awakening. And all of you that have played your part in standing up to the censors, standing up to the bullies, and spreading the word are at the heart of this new renaissance. That's why, for myself and the entire InfoWars crew, I want to salute you all for what you've done in the information war and what you've also done on the streets peacefully. And why I'm asking you now more than ever to redouble your efforts, because victory is within sight.
Saudi Arabian miniskirt wearing model Khulud arrested by police in Riyadh. Again, this was yesterday. They were on the hunt for her after she posted some videos on her Snapchat walking through a national monument in Saudi Arabia with a t-shirt and a miniskirt. It wasn't even a miniskirt, it was just a normal skirt, God forbid. Oh, and there was a debate. This is how the mainstream media, even in the West, covered it. There's a debate. Is it correct for them to go and arrest her? You know, she is breaking the law. Absolutely insane narrative. Absolutely insane. Kind of like the Otto Warmbier narrative in North Korea, where he was literally, you know, held in solitary confinement, tortured for what was it, over a year, came back, died as a result of being in a coma. Absolutely horrific case. Oh, but what did the mainstream media say? He did steal a poster. The same narrative here. Oh, she did break the law. The law's friggin' stupid. Has no place in the 21st century. There's no debate over this. Saudi Arabia is a cancer upon the planet. That's the debate. That's where it starts. That's where it ends. Don't arrest people for wearing skirts and t-shirts. That's dictatorial. That's authoritarian. Has no place in modern society. That's reprehensible. Oh, and all the feminists are out castigating the Saudi authorities, aren't they? No, none of them are. They're completely frigging silent. Now this woman's being arrested. God knows what will happen to her. The video first shared on Snapchat shows her walking around in an empty historic fort, a village north of the capital, in the capital of Saudi Arabia, in the desert region of Najd, where many of Saudi Arabia's most conservative tribes and families are from. So this was an outrage. How dare she? She was hunted down with the aid of social media, with the aid of the Islamists. Now she's been arrested, and the media was all, oh, there's a debate over this. Is it right? Is it wrong? Of course it's friggin' wrong. Absolutely insane that they would even raise that as a narrative. Talked about this earlier. This is out of Sky News. Noxious substance thrown at paramedic after men flag her down on 999 call. There wasn't even a... If they were stealing things, at least you could see it from that perspective. There wasn't even a criminal motive here. They're throwing acid in people's faces for fun. This is cultural enrichment. A paramedic who had a noxious substance thrown in her face as she rushed to a 999 call has called her masked attackers cowards. And yes, in some cases, this is criminals doing this. I'll just insert that. Not all Muslims proviso for all you butthurt leftists that demand it every time we talk about anything like this. But again, you look at the cases. The vast majority, the clear majority of cases of acid attacks in London are in Newham and Tower Hamlets. What do Newham and Tower Hamlets have in common? Oh yeah, they're Islamic ghettos. Largest population of Muslims out of the entirety of London live in those two boroughs. There's also a huge spike in acid attacks in a place called Barking, where the Muslim population has trebled in the last 10 years. Just a coincidence. The 32-year-old paramedic was alone and on her way to help a man with chest pains when she was flagged down in North London at 1:30 a.m. on Sunday. She was stopped by three men who appeared to be in distress, so they faked some kind of emergency just to get her attention. When she stopped and wound down her window, they pulled bandanas over their faces. She says, it was horrible. I didn't know what was going to happen to me. It all happened very quickly. One of them threw liquid out of a plastic bottle at me. The window was only open a few inches, but the liquid went on my face, neck, and chest. Now, of course, when they say acid attacks, it conjures up some idea that they've cooked up some, difficult to make corrosive substance in a lab. No, this is bleach. They're just buying cleaning products from the shop and squirting them in people's faces for fun. This is what's happening. So you can't just ban bleach. That's not the way to solve it. Again, You hear all these ridiculous ideas for solutions. Oh, Sadiq Khan, the Muslim mayor of London, came out and said, we're going to have a zero tolerance approach to acid attacks. Great. So you were tolerating them before. Oh, great. Fantastic. Now you're finally having zero tolerance. Meaningless. Completely meaningless. You're not going to stop this by banning people from buying bleach. People are always going to be able to get frigging cleaning products. This is about the culture we're importing. This is about the individuals who are being ghettoized, who aren't being integrated into society. This is about the policies our leaders have imposed on us with mass, uncontrolled immigration. That's what it's about. And yes, some of it is just criminals, but a great percentage of it is Muslims in these Islamic ghettos, part of their culture. You've seen the pictures, disfigured women out of the Middle East. You know, if they're accused of having affairs, if they're accused of looking at a man twice, God forbid, they get acid attacked, if not honor killed. And now we're seeing it. Basically, there's a case, several cases now, every single week in London. Oh, but now we're going to have zero tolerance for it. Oh, great. Thank you very much. Of course, Alex covered this earlier. Washington Post worries about Islamophobia after Somali cop kills white woman. So again, no explanation for this shooting. She was basically talking to the Somali cop's colleague. They were sat in a squad car. The woman, a 40-year-old Australian yoga teacher, was in her pajamas. She had reported a crime in an upscale Minneapolis neighborhood. The cops arrived. She was talking to them through the squad car window. According to the report, the Somali cop, who has been under investigation for prior abuse, leaned over from the passenger side, shot her multiple times. Absolutely horrific case. No real explanation as to what happened, as to what caused this. And what's the debate amongst the mainstream media? Is it, should this cop be immediately suspended while we investigate this? What the hell is going on here? No, it's some people on right-wing blogs are being mean to Muslims on Twitter. That's literally the narrative they've come out with yet again. We'll be back on the Alex Jones Show live in the final segment after the break. Breaking news at Infowars.com. Don't go away.
What the aging process is when the cell replicates, we lose a little bit of our telomeres. Telomeres are the little cups on the end of our chromosomes.
And when it runs out, you start dying. Secure your DNA force today at InfoWarsLife.com.